if he gets close enough to us, he'll blow up. We don't want him to do that. So. Yeah, see? Creepers blow up. And make myself a new pick because my pick is almost broken. And there is my crafting table. Uh-oh, I don't have very much space in my inventory. I'm gonna have to get rid of some things here. At any rate, the crafting table, set that down. And I need sticks. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some sticks. And for a pick, 2 sticks in the middle, and 3 of those, and then I've got a pick. And since I don't have any space in my inventory, I'm just going to go ahead and make these other 2 sticks into torches. And I'm going to get rid of this fence, because I don't need it. What else can I get rid of that I don't need? Holy cow. I've got a lot of stuff in my inventory. I don't actually need this door. That's a spare thing that I can just stick there. It's kind of a silly thing, but you know what? That's fine. I don't need it. I've got a ton of materials. So I'm just going to leave that there. If there was one of those chest carts around, I'd throw it in a chest cart. Not a big deal. See. And if you really wanted to, you could write down the coordinates again and come back when you've taken some of the things out of your inventory. I think I'll just do a little more exploring. Now that we've encountered our first creeper, we've fought a couple of zombies, we've fought a couple of skeletons. There's nothing down here, so we'll back up. Just found our way back into the mine shaft, discovered some new tunnels. I'm going to call this episode pretty soon because, there's a whole minecart. So this one. A saddle! Holy cow, that is an awesome find. That is just truly awesome. Really, really excited about that. That's what I was really hoping to find. Oh, you can see you can push these on the... They actually move. That's the kind of the neat thing about the minecarts. That is a really cool find, and again, we'll discuss why in another episode, but that was what I was really hoping to find when I came down into this whole mine shaft. That like made the whole reason for being in here. That was pretty much the reason I came down here. I mean, as I said before, there's a lot of good stuff you can find. I think this is just a little dark nook. Sometimes creepers will hang out in those little dark nooks, so you gotta be a little bit careful, but that's actually, as I said, a really good find. And now we're right back up into the mine shaft again. Now, when you get tired of mining, you're just done with this whole mine shaft thing. You're lost. You don't know where you are. You just had enough. Finding your way out can be a real challenge because now we've wandered all over creation. Again, those coordinates up here, the 6, 14, 42, 15, could be very helpful. You got a couple of options here. You can teleport your way out if you prefer. I do happen to know roughly the coordinates of my house, so I could do it that way. Or there's a couple of different things we can do to get out of here. I'm trying to figure out how to get down without killing myself. I guess I'll just take the jump. I'm just curious to see if there's anything else that I've missed. This looks like where we were. This is where we came over from the other side to get that skeleton. It's right here. So you can see there's the ravine still below us, which is very cool, but our inventory is getting quite full, so it's getting harder now to collect items and to collect the stuff that's down here. I'm not finding my way out. And yeah, this is my superpower at work. I get lost really, really easily. Okay, remember tooling around through the... That's a good way to get back down into the ravine right there. See, that takes us back down. So if I wanted to go back down, I would go that way. Since I'm rather interested in getting home at this point, I'm actually going to show you how to do that. If you're down here in these caves and you are just done with it and you want out, there's a really, normally, oh, there went my picks. Remember I said it was almost broken? That's why we made a new one. Normally, digging upward like this is a pretty bad idea because you can hit gravel, but I'm going to show you a safe way to do it. Go forward just a little bit. I'm going to pillar up. I'm going to hit space to jump and then just hold the right click to place a block. And I'm going to put a torch down. And there's a reason for that. If I can break another block above me. Now I have to break the torch in order to pillar, because you can't place a block on top. Well, you can place a block on top of a torch, but not when you're standing on it. Place another torch. Now the only thing you're going to watch for blue drops would indicate water above this block, and orange drops would indicate lava. So obviously you wouldn't want to dig through a block that had either of those above it. So you probably want to go a little slowly so you can see if there's anything dangerous above the blocks, but generally this is okay. I'm going to do that. We're going to pillar again. Place another torch. Okay, we've hit dirt, so we're going to do that. Another pillar. It does take a while. You will not come out, right below your house unless that just happens to be where you're at, but it'll at least get you back to the surface, like that. And it's dark outside, of course it is. Now, if you're worried about monsters or if your health is low or anything like that, you can always seal yourself back in here with a torch and just hang out until daytime. Otherwise, you can just pillar your way the rest of the way out. Now, you can also pillar your way up. Now, the only thing, whoops, yeah, spiders are the only thing that won't save you from. Well, skeletons, I suppose, can shoot you, but if you pillar your way up, then things can't reach. Even things like witches that throw things at you, and, well, skeletons too. If you pillar your way up high enough, like that, now skeletons, zombies, witches, things cannot reach you because you're up here. The only thing that can get you up here is the spiders because they can climb. And to get down again, you just go ahead and break the cobbles. It's not a big deal. So that's just a way to get back to the surface if you're mining and you're just done with it and you want to go home. That's one of the ways. If you can't find your way back out of the cave, which is quite often the case with me, you can mine your way back to the surface like that. These guys are bunnies. This little dude right here, he's a bunny. They're all over the place. They're just wild. They're not pets or anything, and you can kill them. Oops. There's a zombie. Zombies will beat you up. There, got him. Zombies drop rotten flesh, which I can't even pick up because my inventory is so full. I could get rid of this andesite. I don't actually need the andesite, so you know what? I'm not going to kill a bunny because the bunny gets to live today because I don't have any way to pick up the meat and I don't want to waste it, so there's no point in killing a bunny. My coordinates to be home are 664. I knew them. 664, 80, 164. So my X right now is at 600, and I'm trying to get it to go up, not down, so I probably need to go this way. Yes, I need to go this way to go towards home. And again, if I just let off a space, I sink. And if you see these bubbles down here at the bottom, that indicates how much breath you have. You can only hold your breath underwater for so long. You're above water, you got no bubbles. Underwater, you get the bubbles. So when those bubbles run out, you'll start taking damage. You're actually drowning. So you don't want to do it. Uh-oh, I hear a baby zombie. Baby zombies are kind of bad. There he is. See, he's very fast. He's really obnoxious. Because they will come, just keep coming at you, and they're very fast. They can be a little hard to hit. The thing with baby zombies is they don't burn. Oh, hi! There's another one. Yeah, there's a lot of zombies out here. There's a big zombie. And here comes another one. See, that's what I was saying about the woods being on the dangerous side at night. Oh, wait a minute, he dropped something. I want to see what he dropped. He dropped a iron ingot, which is really kind of neat. So, yeah, we picked that up. We're good. Sometimes zombies do that. They drop iron ingots. Once in a blue moon, you'll see a zombie actually carrying something like a shovel or a sword, and sometimes if they're carrying that, they will drop it when they die. Same thing, they'll sometimes also be wearing armor, and once in a while they'll drop armor when they die. So those are kind of nice, and then you can pick those things up and wear them if you like. There comes another zombie. This guy, this is a villager zombie. See how he's kind of putting a face on him? I don't have any real use for him now, so I'm just going to turn him off. Whoa, did my sword fall or break? Maybe it broke. Well, that's another zombie. You can just run away from these guys. You don't have to stay and fight them. I'm getting pretty done with zombies right now. If you just run away, they can't really catch up with you. Now, zombies will burn in the daylight, so once the light comes out. But under the trees, and that's what I was saying before about this being kind of a dangerous place to live in the woods, it's because they don't burn. They're under the trees, they've got safety, and they don't burn. So now I lost track of my chunks. It will be dawn soon, so we won't see quite as many monsters once the daylight comes. Being in the woods, as I say, we'll see some, but yeah, there comes one right over there. So we'll go this way. 7, now they're starting to drop now, that's what I want. I'm looking for the 664. I'm going in the right general direction, but I'm still off quite a ways because I see my Z coordinate is at 330. And I am, instead of just running all over the woods like a maniac and, you know, making this a really long video again, I'm going to stop there and I will resume when I find the house. So we'll be right looks back. Like I think I found our way back to where we belong here. I can see our wheat garden down there, so that's absolutely where we belong. Now you can see why I planted the wheat before we went caving in the last episode. It's because it takes quite a while, as I said, to grow, and you can see we've got some mature wheat going on. So we left-click that to harvest it, and it gives us some more seeds, which we can replant. I get my hoe back out here. Probably shouldn't harvest until I have some open space in my inventory. Get the seeds down, and now I can pick up the wheat. And as you can see, it's there in my inventory. I also have some sugar cane that I picked up while I was out about and exploring before we went mining. I'm going to go ahead and plant that. Sugar cane will, when it's fully grown, looks like that. Goes up to 3 high. I can't really plant that high from here. But sugarcane is really useful. You can make sugar out of it, you can make paper out of it, and you can continue to harvest it as it grows. You can just keep harvesting the tops. You can leave the bottoms in the ground, and sugarcane will grow anywhere as long as it's right next, it has to be right next to a water block. Unlike the wheat, where you can go out up to 4 away from the actual water, sugarcane does have to be right next to the wheat, to the water block rather. And it grows either on sand or on soil, doesn't matter. but it tends to grow a little faster on sand, so I like to plant mine on sand whenever possible. So now that that's planted and getting going, oh, and the one other thing that I wanted to mention while I was right here by the garden is remember that bones can be made into bone meal, like that. You just put them in your crafting box and it turns into bone meal. Get 3 bone meal for every bone. And if you right-click your garden with the bone meal, you can see that it speeds up the growth of the plants, which can be really handy. So if you're like out of food and you're bumming for food, you can use your bone meal to grow your plants faster and then get some mature wheat. Now, if you're in water like this and you're next to your garden, or if you're up here on this other block and you're next to your garden, you want to be a little bit careful. If you jump down, let me see if I can demonstrate this. If you've got tilled land like that and you jump down onto it, you can see it turns back into dirt. And if there's seeds planted there and you jump down on it like that, well, it didn't break that time, but sometimes it does. Sometimes it takes a couple times. And sometimes it'll turn to dirt and it'll also kick your seeds back out. So you want to be a little careful, and that's one of the reasons you want to put a fence around once you build a big garden that you're actually going to keep a regular garden, you'll want to put a fence around, because if an animal like a pig or a cow or whatever comes down and jumps on this, it'll wreck my garden, so that would be bad. I am going to go back over into the house and put some things in our inventory. You can see I did a couple improvements in here. I actually built us an anvil, and I can show you how to do that in a tutorial video. I'm going to be doing a tutorial series, so look for those, and I'll show you what it's for later on as well. I did us a double chest. All that is you have one chest, you put another chest next to it, and a double chest. And as you can see, you can store your the things that you picked up while you're out and about. And it seems weird to keep that rotten flesh. I am going to keep it. You cannot eat it. You can eat it. It will poison you. You will get sick if you eat rotten flesh. So if you're desperately starving, you can eat rotten flesh, but I don't recommend it in general. It's just generally not a good idea. I'm just going to go ahead and put these up here. I'm going to take out some string, and do I have feathers? I do have a few feathers because I killed a chicken. You can see the raw chicken up in here, because I want to show you how to make arrows. The melon seeds, for now, I'm going to just put those. Remember, we got those out of the minecart down in the shaft. We're going to have the pumpkin seeds and the melon seeds. We'll use those later on when we make a proper garden. I'm going to keep out a piece of redstone, and I'll show you why in a little bit. The bread is just food, so I'm going to leave that in my slot. The saddle I'm going to put away for now because we don't really have a use for it yet. The seeds I'm going to throw up in here for just to store them for now. The extra iron, I'm going to throw that up into the chest for storage. I'm going to go ahead and cook that gold. There's 16 pieces of gold, so 2 pieces of coal will do it. And I'm going to make us some sticks, and I'm going to show you how to make a bow. That will make you a brand new bow. And now I can show you the reason for the anvil and what it's good for. Anvils are used to repair your tools. So say my iron pickaxe has got a little bit of damage and I want to repair it. I'll just put a piece of iron in there. Excuse me, and my my pickaxe is now fully repaired. And you can do that with any of your tools. Now bows, you can't just put that up there and get string and put in here. You've got to have another bow. So if this bow took damage, I could combine the two damaged bows. That's a brand new bow, so it doesn't need to be repaired right now, so I don't want to waste my broken bow. But I could combine the two, and however much durability is left on this one, on the 2 bows will combine, and then you'll have one bow that's less broken. So it's a really handy thing. And that is more important later on if you enchant your items, things like armor and things, because repairing your items retains the enchantment. Making a new item is great, you have a brand new item, but you don't have the enchantments, so you don't want to waste your enchantments. I'm going to go ahead and put this away, and I'll show you enchantments. That'll be something we'll do further down the road. But yeah, that's what an iron anvil is for. Okay, we've got some gold, so I can go ahead and take that out. We go into our crafting table, and this is how you make a clock. And it's not super fancy. Little redstone in the middle, gold on the outside, you've got a clock. But as you can see, that little gold ball, that tells you that the sun is now going down. You can see the black is coming up. That's the night coming in. So you can put your clock in your hotbar and you can see at any time what time it is. If you want to get really fancy, you can actually make a couple of clocks and have a couple of them in one in your inventory, so you can carry it with you like a pocket watch, or you can. I think I need more. Yeah, I need 8 pieces of stick. So I need 8 sticks, and I think we have leather. Yes, we do. We have leather, and that will allow us to make an item frame. And an item frame is a really nifty little thing. You can put that on your wall, and if you have a clock, you can put your clock in it. Now you have a wall clock. You can actually, if you right click it, you can turn it. You left click it, you can take your item back out and pick it up again. Oh, come on, where'd it go? It doesn't normally disappear, and I'm not sure why. Maybe the bed is in the way. Where did it go? That was weird. There. Well, my game is awfully glitchy today. Oh, now I can't put my bed back down. And now I broke my bed. And that's a problem, actually, because I'm going to sleep. If I had not gone back in here and slept in my bed, then it resets my spawn point. By having my bed there, it keeps my spawn point from resetting. Now you can put anything in an item frame. You can put your tools in an item. If you like decorations, you can do that. You can change it, make it different. So people use item frames for a lot of different things. Why are my things disappearing? That's really bizarre. So at any rate, normally you would just pick those items back up. I'm not sure why they're disappearing like that. That's really strange. Like that, normally you just pick things right back up again. Well, I'll worry about that offline. So at any rate, got some more gold. I'll take another piece of redstone. And because I do want to have 2 clocks, when I find the one that vanished for some odd reason, I'm going to have one in my hotbar and one on the wall. And I clicked out of the crafting table, and that makes you just drop things on the floor, which is kind of a nuisance. But yeah, I'll make another clock, so I'll have one hanging on the wall, just so when I come inside I can look at the wall and say, oh look, it's, now it's daytime because we slept. So, it's crooked, but it's funny. So that's, that's weird, they're outside. Okay, well, I got my stuff back. That was really bizarre. I don't know why things manifested outside. Maybe because it's such a small room and very crowded in here. It just pushed them out. So at any rate, that's how you do that. I didn't get my clock back. That's odd. I wonder if it... Sometimes things kind of get glitchy. And see, we can make this actually a little bigger, this room, by just taking out some sections of wall or whatever. I don't want to break that block that the clock's on, because then the clock will break. Well, the clock won't break, but I'll show you. I can break that section of wall, and you can see the item frame and the clock just pop off. So, yeah, at any rate. Now, you'll notice one thing, too. In here, because my wall is only 2 blocks tall, I can't jump. And I can't go over my bed to go this way out into the room, so it's kind of difficult to maneuver around in here. You can fix that by just making your ceiling a little bigger. I'm just gonna, whoops. And you know, you can create yourself a window, which I didn't really intend to do, but you right click to place those. I gotta take that torch out to place a block there. I'm just doing that so I can maneuver a little bit better in that section of the room. But when we actually build a house, I'll want to build it 3 blocks tall, just so I can get around a little bit more easily in the house. So that's pretty much it, I think, for this time. And I think next time maybe we'll go a little further. We can start building a house. I think we'll go out into that plains area. It's over that way. I won't try to get over there today because it would just take too long, but we'll start gathering some materials. We'll start thinking about what kind of house you want to build, and if you have any preferences for that, let me know if you have anything you'd like to see done. And aside from that, I think for now that I'm going to call it a day, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.